Hey, good morning, everybody. Joey here again. Going to be doing another tobacco review for you this morning. It's about 9:30, February 7th, 2014. Actual beautiful day here in South Florida. Still warm. I know all y'all up north, and especially in the Northeast, just incessantly getting hammered over and over again with these Arctic cold fronts and storms, bitter cold, and tons of snow. Hopefully it'll stop soon for all you that live in that area. I know it's probably a huge inconvenience, to say the least. At any rate, this morning I'm going to be reviewing a McClelland blend. It's Blakeney's Best Latakia Flake. It says the best full English, toasted and mellow. A distinctive full English mixture in the grand tradition, rich with smoky Cyprian Latakia, fragrant with exotic Xanthi Yucca, toasted for smoothness, then pressed in cakes to age and marry the flavors. The result is an exceptionally smooth, cool smoking, full flavored little 17 flakes ready to rub cut. The best Oriental mixture. I've smoked through almost a whole tin of this. I mean, there's probably one or two pipefuls that I have left here. If you can see what it looks like in there. Kind of small flakes. Definitely see the Latakia in there. Dark. Tin aroma was very smoky, you know, Latakia, with kind of that signature McClelland smell, kind of vinegar-ish, ketchup, sort of barbecue sauce smelling. I actually like that smell, but most McClellands do have it. You can tell it's a quality tobacco leaf that they're using in this, which I haven't smoked anything from McClelland that wasn't that way, that wasn't made with a quality leaf. In fact, two of my favorite tobaccos are McClelland blends. One is Blackwood's Flake, very good Virginia Flake, aged, and St. James Woods, which is a Virginia Perique blend that is excellent. But this is one of their Latakia blends that I haven't tried yet, or I mean, it was the first one that I've tried from McClelland as far as a Latakia blend. Going to be smoking it in my little Savinelli Roma pipe here. Kind of a large bowl, shallow bowl, but large diameter. Seems to smoke really well in this. Let's fire it up, and I'll tell you what I thought of it after smoking a tin of it. I love that taste you get from Latakia, a good Latakia blend when you first light it up, kind of that, and it's probably the Orientals in there too, that sort of very spicy, sweet, almost incense-like aroma or taste. That's what I like about Latakia. I know some people can't stand Latakia. I love it on occasion. Don't tend to smoke Latakia blends on a daily basis for some reason. I tend to enjoy them more every once in a while. And I can tell you this particular blend is a good one. I like it. To me, it seems a little more Oriental tobacco forward than Latakia. The Orientals in here really come out. Slightly spicy, but with that smoky background from the Latakia. And it does smoke cool, as it said on the tin. It's a pretty cool smoking blend. Didn't need much drying time. And again, smoking this now, I'm getting that real kind of incense, kind of sweet from the Orientals. With the Virginia background, that kind of hay taste, like hay smells. It has that going on. So you definitely got a quality Virginia in here that comes through. Along with that kind of incense. And then to me, it's more in the background is the Latakia, which they call this a Latakia Flake. You know, so I sort of assumed the Latakia would be more forward, but it's not. But yeah, if you blow this out of your nose, it still gives you that real heavy Oriental taste, which I like. I mean, it's a different blend, really, than any of the other Latakias or English mixtures that I've smoked. Says it's fragrant with this exotic Xanthiaca. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. It's an Oriental. And it's fragrant, like they said. Obviously not a aromatic. Definitely no topping on this. And this one, when I first smoked it, I wasn't real sure about it. It really did take me that whole tin to form an opinion on this one, and in the end, I liked it. I mean, it definitely grew on me. The first bowl of this I had, I was kind of like, I don't know, you know, it just didn't jump out at me right away. And I think too, after opening the tin, maybe having it sit out, it's taken me maybe 3 weeks to smoke as much of this as I have. And maybe during that time, the opening of the tin and it sitting in there might have changed it a little bit. I'm not certain. But I do like it. I would probably order it again, just to have every once in a while. I mean, honestly, for what I would consider a real strong Latakia blend, I prefer something like Old Ironsides from Dan Tobacco. It's in the same exact family as this. It's got Orientals, Virginia, and Latakia. But I kind of prefer that if I'm looking for a more straightforward Latakia blend. This one's more Oriental forward, which it's good. It's just different. Again, as I mentioned, it's a high quality tobacco that's used in here. The nicotine content, I'd put at probably just under medium, you know, between mild and medium, but closer to medium. The room note, it smells very good to me, and it's probably that Oriental in there. It is fragrant. I know some people run out of the room from Latakia room notes. This one really isn't super smoky like a campfire like that. It's slightly more fragrant, so I don't think it would be very off-putting to non-pipe smokers. I think you might actually like it. It's an interesting smoke. I mean, like I said, I would order it again. Definitely a quality tobacco. And just to kind of recap, it's got that, you can taste each component of it kind of individually. They don't sort of blend really together, come into one flavor like a lot of tobaccos do. You can, if you sit there and think about it, and kind of puff on it a little bit, you can totally separate everything in here, the Latakia, the Virginia, and the Orientals. But it's more Oriental forward for certain, at least for me. Yeah, I got pissed off. As some of you know, I brew my own beer. It's one of my hobbies, home brewing, and I made a batch of Imperial Stout. It's a higher alcohol beer. I think it was like 9%. And it was supposed to age for about 8 months minimum before drinking it. So I sort of made it for Christmas next year. Be ready maybe to give a few 6-packs out or whatever for some gifts, Christmas gifts. And the temperature here in Florida has been kind of fluctuating pretty wildly, and I had put the beer in the closet, because you got to keep it in a, kind of a cool, dark place while it's fermenting, and then after it's fermented and for aging. And I had put what's called a blow-off tube in there instead of an airlock, because the higher alcohol beers ferment more aggressively. Anyway, to make a long story short, a blow-off tube, if it ferments aggressively, any of the material on the top, what they call the krausen, can blow out of the top of your fermenting vessel, so it goes into a bucket of sanitizer. And when the temperature went from about 85 down to about 40 in a day, the laws of fluid dynamics took over, and when that beer got colder in there, it gets more dense, and it created a vacuum and sucked all the sanitizer from that bucket right into my beer and ruined my whole 5-gallon batch. So I discovered that had happened. So now I got to dump the whole thing and brew it again. So that pissed me off a little bit, but not the end of the world. Worse things have happened. At any rate, now I'm babbling on about something that has nothing to do with this. It's not the first time, though. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing really well, and I will see you the next time.